Welcome y'all to the Presidential Executive. This your boy JB, the exec, my homie brother, and over here, El Presidente, Reg. What it do, my guy?
Man, back at it again.
Ooh, boy. I know we both on I'm on fumes. Finished yelling at some kids in baseball little league around here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I am too. You was mad at me a little earlier. You ain't know, like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't be loafing, man. Like, I had enough time to legit, man, ran in the house, took a whole bath, threw my clothes on. Forgive me for those of y'all who don't know that, like, that's that bath you take. You know what I'm saying? When you've been doing something you ain't got no business doing, or you was working and you got to run back out real quick, so you wash all your parts real quick.
Yeah, the economy.
Yeah, you hit the sink real quick. You know, you don't have time to actually hop in the tub. So, you know, I made sure I hit all my good parts.
Right.
Changed my clothes. So, you know, man, we, like you said, we on fumes, G.
We on there. I wish I could have went ahead and dropped in the shower real quick, but I came straight up and trying to get this going. Now, this is a little bit of special edition a little bit here just because of the time that we're in, that the stuff that what happened last night with Will Smith and Chris Rock, and you know, I don't.
They calling it the slap heard around the world.
The slap heard around the world. Now, me personally, like I never recorded, you know what I'm saying, the Oscars and stuff like that. So this was kind of the first time that I actually did it. I don't know why I did it. I think it was just nothing else on maybe that I wanted to watch. So I was watching the pre-show. Mm-hmm. In the pre-show, right when I turned on the pre-show, they were interviewing Will and Jada. You know what I'm saying? Off top. So I'm like, you know, Will and Jada, and they were doing their smile thing, and, you know, da-da-da-da. And, you know, then there was like Beyonce was going to perform, you know. So I was like, okay. Right. Wifey was on the shift for work or whatever. So I was looking, I'm like, okay, I just press record. Yeah. You know, just in case wifey want to see Beyonce, you know, have it on DVR, we can watch it kind of whenever you want. So did that. Actually, the first 20, 30 minutes was actually pretty cool. As far as they had the three women in there hosting. I can't say, I know Regina Hall. Right, I know the other white girl from Trainwreck. I don't know her name.
Oh, Schumer.
Amy Schumer. Mm-hmm. And the other black comedian, I think she's gay as well.
Wanda
Sykes. There you go. See that?
Who also used to work with Chris Rock. I don't know if you remember the old HBO show, the Chris Rock show. Yeah. She was one of his writers. And this is actually before she came out. She was actually married at that point. But she was one of his writers back then. And so I don't know if you remember the movie Pootie Tang.
Yeah.
She was Biggie Shorty in Pootie Tang.
Yeah.
Remember the one that was like the chick that was always on the corner like dancing and stuff like that? Like,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
That was her.
She did work with Chris Rock on that.
Yeah, so they go all the way back. So like, but go ahead.
Let's get straight into it, man. Like, I did a small executive mindset in talking about that, but I didn't go. I went another way with it. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know, on the trap phone, like all I be doing is listening to podcasts, and so it like had ran over one of my other junks had ran over, and then I heard your voice come through. I was like, and I had to look, and it's like, oh snap! You know what I'm saying? You done went in.
Yeah. So
I listened to it.
So it was. So that tell me what you thought about that, Rag? Like as far as Will Smith getting up and smacking on live television another grown man, and Chris Rock literally just like taking it.
He picked the right rock. Because if he went up to The Rock and did that, like that would have ended differently. First of all, I just want to say, you know me, we don't know them niggas, so like I'm not afraid, and like, you know, especially if you roll up without security, like, you know, I'm swinging back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying now. So you better put me down because I'm coming back. Yeah. It ain't about you winning, but I'm coming back.
Right, gonna do something.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm coming back.
Gonna do something.
But like I call bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why. And I listened to some of the things you're talking about. So check this out. First of all, you remember the movie You Got Kids? Mm-hmm. Have y'all seen the movie Madagascar?
Yeah.
So what two people are in the movie Madagascar doing voices? Who does the zebra in Madagascar?
I ain't even think about that.
Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
Who does I believe it's the hippo? Who does the hippo?
It's Will.
No, Jada.
Is it Jada?
Yeah.
Jada did the what?
The female hippo.
Okay.
So, and it's like 4 or 5 of the Madagascar movies out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they've been working together for years. I would assume that at least Chris thinks they're cordial, if not friends or friendly, at least. Mm-hmm. So they've done all of these movies, these Madagascar movies together.
That's a good point. I didn't even take that into consideration. So the Madagascar stuff.
It's not like he's picking on, like, that's the homie.
Okay. Right.
We also got to take into account back in 2016, the last time that Chris Rock hosted the Oscars. Mm-hmm. If you remember, it was a hashtag Oscar so white, right?
Yeah,
she was boycotting. Yeah. And you remember what he said about her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, ain't she on a TV show? Because she was on that, what is it? Hawthorne. What I can't remember what that nurse.
Hawthorne.
Yeah, she was playing the nurse.
Right.
Or the lead PRN or RN. But he said, ain't she on a TV show? And he said, like, that's like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. Like, I wasn't invited.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, they got upset about that, but they boycotted. So you have not had an opportunity on the public forum to do that. But since then, Will has been embarrassed with his entanglement. He ain't slapped, and I've been seeing the memes. Oh, he ain't keep that same energy with August. You got your daughter saying that Tupac is her daddy.
You cannot be serious.
Willow?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I ain't hear that. Like
so
she said.
Yeah, he's not even the man in his own house.
Hold on. Willow.
Yes, Willow.
You got Google that.
You got your son calling other dudes his baby daddy, which again, like my philosophy on that. If you're gonna be gay, be gay. But with that thing, you're disrespecting any woman you know. Yeah. If I'm gonna say another dude is my baby daddy, or I'm gonna say I'm disrespecting my mama, I'm disrespecting my grandma, I'm disrespecting my daughter, any woman that's in my circle, because I do not possess the materials. I am not capable of physically doing some of the things that women are able to do.
Right.
Another conversation for another day.
Right.
But so you entangled, Tupac, your daughter's daddy, your son got baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? You're being embarrassed on the Red Table Talk. Your name is like, people are, clowning your marriage. And he has said that he don't believe in divorce. And his greatest mistake that he made was when he went through the divorce with his first wife. Yep. So I believe that he knows that, or Jada knows that he's not going to divorce her. So she can pretty much do whatever the hell she wants. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the joke goes, it missed. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, and I'm not, like, G.I. Jane was like a movie. Like, go look up at the Rotten Tomatoes score for it. It was like a critically panned movie. It was
Demi Moore, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nobody remembers it. And the comparison was because she shaved her head in the movie. And I remind you, if you remember a few years ago when Denzel was at that Floyd Mayweather fight with the mustache, and it made like the most famous Uncle Denzel meme. Yeah. Because he had the mustache for a movie role. So now if I'm not in your business and I don't know about alopecia and I don't know about all this stuff, and I see you normally got here, and now if you look at her, it's not like she's like me bald. Yeah. She got the you know what I'm saying, the fuzz and everything like that. How do I know you're not doing a movie role?
Mm-hmm. And that was another thing too, because I thought, like I said, I didn't know about her condition personally. Mm-hmm. Like I chime in with the Red Table Talk every now and again. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody on like the T.I., Snoop Dogg was on there and stuff like that. But I didn't know she had it. You know what I'm saying? I thought, like I said, I saw her on the red carpet talking with an interview. I thought she was just rocking a new hairstyle.
But dude, like, how long have I been shaving my hair?
At least 10 years.
So, nigga, it's people who've known me since I was 8. Before I started cutting my hair off, man, like, all you knew me with was hair. It's people, I don't even remember you with hair, but how do people not, do I have cancer? Right. Nobody's ever asked. Right. So when they say milk dud, I don't trip, because it kind of look like a milk dud. It is what it is. Right. I shoot back. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like our boy, a baby boy, he good with the shooting. Like, he never said, hey, bro, you all right? You got cancer or something? There's a reason why you could. He just, man, milk dud, gleam, like, you know what I'm saying? And I got to talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't gonna clown you on the pod, Rod, but it is what it is. We got thick skin. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, y'all have put yourselves out there. If he had, and initially he laughed at the joke, and I think you had mentioned this. He did. He laughed at it.
He laughed.
If he doesn't do anything, we're not even having this conversation. Mm-hmm. So now you've been a bitch for the last 3 years. Mm-hmm. So now you're gonna get your manhood back. Mm-hmm. The low-hanging fruit. Cause you ain't slap August, cause you don't want them Louisiana boys on your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't as much as you still said you're not over. You're in the shadow of Tupac, and you feel some type of way because you're not as gangster as he is, and you feel like she loves him in a way that she'll never love you. So you're fighting with somebody who's been dead for almost 30 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're gonna get your manhood back from. But it's the other fucked up part about it. Y'all already talked about the Oscar so white stuff. Keep this in mind. Now, 2 best actor he won, best supporting actor. And forgive me, but she played in West Side Story.
Okay,
you know, so I don't know why black people who speak Spanish don't never want to claim like they black. Like when the rest of the world see you get pulled over, you're a nigga. But she black and Latino. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But she won Best Supporting Actress.
Mm.
So now we get on that stage and you gonna do this. They want to take his Oscar back. He apologizing to Chris Rock. Now he was wrong.
Yeah, I saw he did it on Instagram. I think I saw.
Yeah, I hope they take his Oscar though.
They ain't gonna take that.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, because that was just so unprofessional. And Chris Rock, I applaud him because it took. Cause you see he paused like I already know he really
for a slight second. If you saw the video, he smacked her. He was like, but then he straightened
like,
back up.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like you still a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then Chris Rock gets the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What he does, like all the hosting, the stand-ups and everything like that. Like at some point. And Will got a lot of money now. Granted, I can't remember who was it that said that it wasn't those Hawthorne checks that was keeping the bills paid.
Oh, DL.
Yeah, DL said that.
DL said
like so, but at some point, you know what I'm saying? Like they're going to the Knicks. Like Michael B. Jordan is hot. You know what I'm saying? At some point, the guy Jabari that plays on Bel Air, he's gonna be one of the Knicks up.
Right.
My guy Tariq from Power gonna be one of the Knicks up. Like at some point. You not gonna be that nigga no more.
Yeah.
Chris Rock can be 70, 80 and still doing the stand up and hosting and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's thinking long game.
He a good one though, man, because
and they said it's a good thing Dave Chappelle. Did you see the one they said it's a good thing Dave Chappelle went up there?
No, I didn't see that one.
And Dave kind of yoked too though.
Yeah, he bigger.
I don't know if he would have stepped today.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you put any other comedian up there, like a Steve Harvey, or Corey Holcomb, or anybody, maybe even Terry Crews. Like, he's not even a comedian, but he's a host, you know, type of dude. Like, he tried to make jokes.
What Steve Harvey told Kanye about DL, like, don't run up on DL.
Right.
He said, I put my money on DL.
Like,
and DL was like a real, like, gangbanger for real.
Yeah, like, LA or Compton or whatever it was.
He was a real gangbanger for real.
Like, man, like, I don't know to give Chris Rock credit or be like, dang, no, like, can you go back in front of your wife and like, but on the other side, it's like he was professional. He took the more high road, like. But dang,
no, Jada has not defended him nan time.
A national
that he been getting clowned and all that entanglement stuff. Yeah. And that's like 3 years old. That's like 2018, 2019 at least.
Right.
And she ain't like, man, look, y'all don't worry about what we got up in our house, man. Y'all follow up. She ain't done none of that. She has made him look like a buffoon.
Right.
And he's constantly defending her.
Yeah.
She ain't got up on no national forum and like, look, man, Tupac was my boy. He was my guy. But think about this. He been dead longer than the time they knew each other. Yeah. You been with Will longer than you knew Tupac.
Yeah.
So the fact that you think about this now, like keep in mind, Tupac was 25 when he died, right?
Yeah.
Them folks been together since 97?
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
So that's like the same. That's 25 years.
Yeah.
And you. But then it's the thing. You knew Will before that, and you went to high school with Tupac. Mm-hmm. So you talking about really from 14 to 25? You talking about a 10-year relationship? You done known Will almost 30.
Mm-hmm.
So now, really, I don't care what I think in my head. If that's my partner, everybody gonna think like, man, look, fuck the other nigga, me and you for life. Like, yeah, we had, that was my boy. We go back, we cool, but no, it's me and you. Now, whatever I feel in my heart, don't nobody got to know that.
Yeah.
But we had a special bond, and ain't no special bond. Ain't no special bond.
Now, the only thing with this is I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the socials where a lot of the women are gathering like Voltron together, talking about, Will, go ahead and you protect black women. That's the way you come out and do this and do that. But then on the other side, we know, even being in the streets or not, if you do that to anybody else, niggas
I saw you had posted.
They not knucking up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna get y'all husband shot out here.
Are your kids? Niggas don't care these days. You know what I'm saying? So either if you do that, it's not going to be, what you want.
I know you've heard this before, and I can put money on it. Every freaking woman that we know, every woman that we've ever dated, what do women say about another? When they get to talking about each other, they get to checking or whatever, instantly, bald-headed hoe, bald-headed hair. If you haven't said it, you've heard it.
Thought it.
And you don't know what these folks dealing with in their personal life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know who got cancer or who got alopecia, who's stressed out or who got a genetic. Nothing.
Yeah.
But that's the thing they go to. Somebody have a wig on. That bald-headed hoe. That's where they go.
Right.
He didn't even go there. He just said, congratulations on being in G.I. Jane 2. Mm-hmm. Bad joke.
Right.
But a joke nonetheless. And then when people was like, oh, he was like, okay. He said, come on, y'all. That was nice. He said, that was nice. That was, right. He's like, all right, my bad. And he moved on. He didn't continue to pile on. He didn't continue to, you know what I'm saying, hit away. He had moved on.
It was poorly timed.
And then he done moved on. So then you see, he started talking about so now we got up next to, you see Will White, he's looking like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've seen some people say it was staged or whatever, but if it wasn't, I'm like, dude, y'all are happy anytime somebody stand up for it. And guess what, women? Just because one woman goes through something, that is not all of y'all's pain. I'm sorry.
And what we always say on this, context matters, right?
Everything.
Context matters. So you can't, like, given within this, like, if Jada was an innocent bystander within that, whatever, like, Will, he was within his rights to do that if he wanted to, but he had in his mind who he was doing it to. Like you said, if it was somebody else of any other stature or anything like that, that wouldn't have went down.
Put a picture of, like you know how I did with the Michael Jordan, Jimmy Butler thing with the side by side. Put a picture of G.I. Jane and Jada up.
Right.
And I'm sorry, bad joke, but like, let's just be real. Let's keep it a buck.
If it
do a split screen like Face Off.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we really mad about? Like, what did he did not call her bald-headed, hooker, bald-headed, heifer, bald-headed. He didn't do none of that. He just said, congratulations on being in G.I. Jane 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, and he realized, okay, yeah, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was or whatever. It
didn't hit, but as soon, like I said, Will laughed, and then as soon as he saw in the peripherals,
right,
Jada was like that. That's when he got up, went up, then back slapped him.
And again, like I said,
front slapped
she
him.
has not defended him for standing up for her. She has not defended him. Like, the only time it was about, him getting an Oscar for the movie he shouldn't have got an Oscar for.
It was Concussion.
Have you seen Concussion?
I did.
Like, it's not his best work.
Right.
I like Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend, Ali. Them three especially. Because, I mean, one could argue, like, now he played his ass off in King Richard, but one could argue The Pursuit of Happiness was a little bit better. In terms of his acting.
Right. Even though I'm a fan of King Richard.
That's a makeup Oscar to me.
Right.
Because y'all really owe him at least 2 out of those 3 movies I named, y'all at least owe him 2.
And that's what I said, too, on the Executive Mindset, that he was so, invested in his role to where now he got up, like he was trying to embody that whole King Richard role to where, he was protecting his girls. And so now I got to, protect my, like, to me, it wasn't even about Jada, bro. I said this in the mindset. Like, I think it was about himself.
Yeah.
Loving himself and him being the dude that he wanted to be and trying to portray. Like, it had nothing to do with
it's just
loving his wife.
He wants to get an image that he's not the person that we have seen him to be. What's that old NFL clip? Who was the coach when they got beat by somebody's like, they are who we thought they were. Like, you are who we thought you were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got on interviews and said because of Fresh Prince and you had the summertime and people thought of you as a cornball and you're corny. And so then with the whole August stuff, with the whole Tupac is my daddy, with the whole, I got baby daddies. And didn't you say on the joint, you had pointed out that, like, August was supposed to be your son's homeboy.
Yeah, that's how they met. That's what they said on the red table.
Right. So you look like a whole out here.
Yes.
It ain't about, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. Like, women take a step back. It ain't have, like you said, it ain't have nothing to do with Jada.
Nah.
It's about you and your ego. And now I got a chance to control the narrative.
Yeah.
Now I got a chance to look like I'm that nigga. But again, ain't nobody sitting up here talking about Chris Rock street cred. And we know he from Bed-Stuy, New York.
Mm-hmm. And
we know Bed-Stuy got some thorough hardcore dudes. So even if he ain't, like, he grew up around, he know that life. But you ain't go, like you said, you ain't go up and hit the rock.
Never.
And like you said, comedians, like he probably wouldn't go up and hit Kevin Hart like that. Nah. His supposed to be running from backstage trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, him like that. So, you know, like it's just, man.
And he apologized. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but it's a rumor out there that Diddy at the Gold Party that they made up or whatnot, or talked about it or whatever. And but when he did the whole acceptance speech with the Oscars, he pretty much apologized to everybody except Chris. But he apologized to him on an Instagram post. Like, to me, that's kind of, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you should have been in front of the camera during that time if you were going to apologize, you know, to Chris Rock on there, but then to put it in a writing on an Instagram post.
Dude, what's the most famous
meme
that people use, like when your team lose or something like that?
The Jordan cry.
Now, what was he crying for?
It was Hall of Fame speech, right? That was Hall of Fame speech. Well, Jordan, right?
Yeah, it was Jordan.
That was a Hall of Fame speech. Yeah.
His dad died. That's where the crying Jordan meme came from.
We're gonna that John is when his Hall of Fame speech. Remember he was crying in his Hall of Fame.
That was when his dad died.
We're gonna check that. I'm pretty sure.
Cause that John been around, you know, for that long or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then even when Kobe passed, he says y'all finna make another, you know,
crying meme from him.
But nobody says anything about that. Like, you don't know, even if it, you know, like just say hypothetically, even if it was his Hall of Fame speech, all of that emotion, all of those years, all of the times, like he said, he came in and he did legit have people hating on him.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking about all of that.
Yeah.
If that's what it was. Or if it was his dad, like, dude, if it was his dad, that, like, really?
Right.
But that's the meme. Like, nobody's sitting up here, we need to defend, we need to protect Jordan.
Nah.
No, it just is what it is.
Right.
And so you're the one that was all goofy on the red table talking about entanglements and expecting everybody to understand that. And all y'all goofy ass was like, well, I mean, you know, you got to do what you got to do, girl. Okay, well, you made yourself a target.
It's to the degree, like, even with the red table talk, like I said, I chime in sometimes, you know, to look at certain episodes if I see somebody's is on there. But, you know, her whole platform, bro, is like laced in what, like love and being transparent.
Right.
But then it's like, it's really putting their whole business and stuff out there.
Right, basically.
And more so like even with Wills, it's like
not
even
just
for
so
what?
Much your stuff, it's like you making your husband look bad.
Yeah. And so it's like, you pretty much getting your game from the fame. And, you know, because that's the only way, because she ain't hot in her new shows. She ain't really doing movies. I think she did Girls Trip with, that was a bigger movie or something like that.
2016?
It was a few years ago with Tiffany Haddish, Queen Latifah.
I mean, it's been a minute though, because that was when, like, Tiffany Haddish really blew up.
Right. Yeah. So the only reason she kind of staying kind of in the lane right now is because of her husband and the red table talk. You know,
which is really just like a bunch of gossip.
Oh yeah, very much so.
It's really salacious talk that, like water cooler type talk. And like you said, you ain't made a blockbuster in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, and look, let's keep it a book. Like right now,
don't really got
we on a low level, but and I think you understand this. You still like to respond to the comments too much, but like I realized a long time ago, like, and you know, just from doing the music and stuff like that, like everybody ain't gonna like what you got to say or what you're doing.
Right.
You can't care.
Yeah.
So if niggas call me a bald head old nigga, like I don't give like when I wake up, my name's still Roche Ragnar. Mm-hmm. When I go to bed, my name's still Roche Ragnar. So what I think about me, because we talked about this before, it's called self-esteem. How do you look at you? Mm-hmm. Am I everywhere I want to be in life? No. Is it some situations I could have did better or made better decisions? Yes. Is it some things I wish I had? Is it some things I wish I could do? Of course. But at the end of the day, what you think about me, if I let that dictate how I move, like, man, I'll kill myself.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's opinion of you is going to change. So what you think about you matters the most. But when you make yourself a target, you got to expect those shots. And the same energy that you receive that love from, you got to receive the jokes. You got to receive the hate. You got to receive people questioning your motives or your intention. You got to receive all of that with the same energy.
Keep it presidential.